What do you want more from an action camera? Is it the smallest possible size, the one that snags impossible angles because it fits, well, anywhere? Or is it raw, unapologetic power, a bigger sensor that just inhales light and spits out the cleanest image you can get? For the longest time, you had to pick a side, portability or power. But now, Insta360 is trying to have its cake and eat it too. This is the Insta360 Go Ultra, a camera that promises both. It's unbelievably tiny, it's modular, and it now shoots in beautiful 4K 60 FPS. But the real question is, can its clever design and portability really challenge the proven image quality and raw horsepower of DJI's flagship, the Osmo Action 4? Let's find out. We're putting them head-to-head to see if the tiny challenger can actually stand up to the reigning champ, the contender satellite. Let's meet the fighters. In one corner, we have the master of disguise, the Insta360 Go Ultra. Seriously, this thing is minuscule. Its entire identity is built around a clever magnetic mounting system and a modular design that lets you pop the tiny camera core out of its home base, the Action Pod. It's a camera made to be worn, hidden, and stuck in places no other camera can dream of going. But it's not just a toy, it now packs a serious punch with 4K 60 FPS video, Insta360's legendary flow state stabilization, and it's waterproof down to 10 meters. This is your ticket to ultimate creative freedom. And in the other corner, the heavyweight champion of image quality, the DJI Osmo Action 4. This camera is all business. It's a rugged, durable block of imaging power, built around a massive 1.3-inch sensor. For context, that is significantly larger than most of its competitors. DJI has thrown everything at maximizing image quality, with pro-level features like a 10-bit D-Log M color profile for serious color grading and beefy waterproofing that's safe down to 18 meters with a TE case. This is the workhorse, the go-to camera for people who refuse to compromise on that final shot. Form factor and portability. Let's start where the difference is most staggering, the design. This is home turf for the Insta360 Go Ultra. On its own, the camera core is just absurdly small. You can stick it to your shirt with a magnetic pendant, clip it to a hat, or mount it on the tip of a fishing rod. It just opens up a world of creative shots that would be awkward or downright impossible with a bigger camera. The DJI Action 4, while compact for what it is still a traditional action camera. It's much bigger and heavier. Now, DJI's quick-release magnetic mount is fantastic, one of the best, really, but you never forget you have a full-sized camera strapped to your gear. The Go Ultra's party trick is its Action Pod. When you snap the tiny camera core inside, it transforms into a more familiar setup, complete with a gorgeous, flip-up to 0.2-inch touchscreen perfect for vlogging. This modularity is pure genius. You get two cameras in one, a tiny, discreet camera when you need stealth, and a fully featured vlogging rig when you need control. For sheer portability and how you get that shot mounting, the Go Ultra wins. It's not even a competition. Image quality, the daylight battle. Okay, being tiny is cool, but it's useless if the footage looks bad. So, how does the Go Ultra's small camera stack up against the Action 4's giant sensor in broad daylight? The results are surprisingly close. Both cameras shoot beautiful 4K video, and with the Go Ultra finally hitting that buttery smooth 60 frames per second mark, it's closed a massive gap. If you're just watching on your phone or posting to social media, you'd be thrilled with the vibrant, sharp footage from either camera. But when you start looking closely, the differences appear. The DJI Action 4's larger 1.3-inch sensor and its 10-bit D-Log M color profile give it a real advantage in dynamic range. In high-contrast scenes, think bright skies and dark shadows, you can just see more detail at both ends. It produces a flatter, more flexible image that gives professional colorists more to work with in post-production. The Go Ultra's footage is punchier and ready to share straight out of the camera, but the Action 4's footage has more potential in the edit. For the pro who wants maximum control, the DJI Osmo Action 4 takes the crown in daylight. For everyone else, it's shockingly close. The low light test. This is where the laws of physics are supposed to show up and ruin the party for the little guy. Small sensors have always struggled when the lights go down. So, we took both cameras out as the sun set, and the results were, well, exactly what you'd expect. The DJI Osmo Action 4 is the undisputed king of low-light action cameras right now. Its larger sensor simply gathers more light, which means a cleaner, brighter, and way less noisy image. Side by side, the footage from the Action 4 is not just usable, it often looks fantastic, even in tricky city light environments. The Insta360 Go Ultra, while better than its predecessors, just can't hang here. As the light fades, the image gets noticeably noisy and soft. It struggles to hold onto details, and the footage can turn muddy fast. You might get a decent shot with plenty of artificial light, but it's not the camera you'd grab for nighttime adventures. When it comes to shooting after dark, the DJI Osmo Action 4 is playing a completely different sport. It's the clear, undeniable winner. Stabilization, a flow state versus rocksteady. A shaky action camera is a useless action camera. Thankfully, both Insta360 and DJI are absolute wizards when it comes to electronic image stabilization. Insta360's flow state stabilization is, for lack of a better word, magic. It delivers incredibly smooth footage, and when you pair it with its 360-degree horizon lock, you can literally flip the camera upside down, and the horizon stays perfectly level. This is an absolute game-changer for creative mounting. DJI's rocksteady stabilization is an industry benchmark for a reason. It's exceptionally good at smoothing out the intense, high-frequency vibrations you get from things like mountain biking or running. In some side-by-side tests, the footage can look a little more natural, with less of the subtle warping that can sometimes happen with aggressive stabilization. Honestly, this one is almost too close to call. Both systems are phenomenal and will give you buttery smooth video 99% of the time. We have to call it a tie. Flow state gets a slight edge for creative freedom with that unbeatable horizon lock, while rocksteady might be a hair better for the most brutal, hardcore action. Alright, we're deep in the weeds now, and the winner isn't as clear-cut as you might think. If this breakdown is helping you decide on your next camera, do me a solid and hit that subscribe button. We're all about figuring out what tech is actually worth your money, and your support is what makes these deep dives possible. Now, let's talk about every action camera's Achilles heel, battery life. Battery life and overheating. How you shoot will completely change which battery system makes sense for you. The DJI Osmo Action 4 keeps it simple and robust. It uses a single, high-capacity battery that DJI claims can record for up to 160 minutes, though that number is definitely lower when you're shooting demanding 4K. It's straightforward and reliable for one long, continuous shot. The Insta360 Go Ultra system is a different beast entirely. The tiny camera core itself only has about 38 minutes of juice. It's built for short, quick clips. And this is a big but when you pop it back into the Action Pod. The pod charges the core, extending the total runtime to an impressive 180 minutes when shooting at 4K 30 FPS. So, which is better? If you're filming a whole soccer game or a long motorcycle trip without stopping, the DJI's single battery is more convenient. But if you're a vlogger or travel filmmaker grabbing dozens of short clips all day, the Go Ultra's pod system is brilliant. You shoot, pop it back in the pod to charge, and it's ready to go again. For total runtime, Insta360 wins, but for continuous, non-stop recording, DJI has the simpler setup, ecosystem, and special features. A camera is so much more than just its hardware. The software experience is huge. Insta360's app is famous for being fun, intuitive, and loaded with AI-powered editing tricks. Features like auto edit can sift through your clips and spit out a dynamic video for you, which is incredible for people who hate editing. Its free-frame mode lets you shoot first and pick your aspect ratio later, perfect for posting the same awesome clip to both YouTube and TikTok. DJI's Mimo app is clean and functional, but it's less about creative edits. Where DJI shines is in its hardware practicality. The Action 4's dual full-color touchscreens are incredibly useful for framing shots, whether you're behind the camera or in front of it. And its deeper native waterproofing gives you better peace of mind for water sports. So, if you live for creative software and edits that practically make themselves, Insta360 has the edge. If you prefer tough, practical hardware features, DJI is your winner. Conclusion and final recommendations is, after all that, can the tiny Insta360 Go Ultra really take on DJI's powerhouse? The answer is, it's the wrong question. This isn't a battle with one winner. It's a choice between two completely different ideas of what an action camera should be. So, who should buy the Insta360 Go Ultra? You should. If you're a traveler, a vlogger, a social media creator, or a parent who wants to capture family moments without a giant camera in their face. It's for anyone who puts a premium on portability, creative freedom, and getting those unique angles nobody else can. If you want a camera that disappears on your shirt, gets amazing hands-free POV shots, and has an app that makes editing fun, the Insta360 Go Ultra is in a class of its own. Then who is the DJI Osmo Action 4? The action sports junkie, the aspiring filmmaker, the videographer who needs the best possible image quality in a bomb-proof package. It's for anyone who prioritizes low-light performance, needs extreme durability, and depends on long, continuous recording sessions. If your camera is going to live on a helmet, a handlebar, or a surfboard, and you demand uncompromised image quality above all else, the Osmo Action 4 is your workhorse. In the end, the Go Ultra doesn't win by beating the Action 4 at its own game of raw power. It wins by creating a whole new game. It proves that a camera can be both impossibly small and incredibly capable, forcing you to ask not which camera is better, but which camera is better for you.